Gibson.
I'm Shane Paul Gibson.
We're known as the End Time Preachers, also known as the Gibsons, God's All Original Southern Rock Ministry, along with Jake Jansen. We have Heather, we have Teresa, we have Nell now, and not to forget, a fine member we've added, Steel Witness. He is a part of this ministry now. And this sermon we're bringing to you is called The Glass Toilet. We're going to start out with telling you what the television has done to America. It's one of the biggest sources of evil and antichrist in the world. It's changed so much. It creeps in. We're going to tell you about that. But I'm going to tell you who controls the air. All these airwaves from radio, TV, computer, and all, they go through the air. We're going to tell you who controls the air. Now, God allows him to, but nonetheless, believe the King James Bible on it. We're going to take you to Ephesians chapter 2. Ephesians chapter 2 in the King James Bible. Tell them what it says there, Shane.
Wherein in time past you walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience.
Oh yes, Satan controls the air. He has God's permissive will to do that. What's happened, I used to read the scripture in 2 Timothy chapter 3. I used to look at all those things and I said, creep into houses, creep into houses. And then I started thinking about how television did creep into houses. Shane's going to give you the scripture there, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that.
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 6 through 7. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with divers lusts, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
I thought silly women, leading silly women captive, creeping into houses, leading silly women captive. What's the television set? Oh, it started out nice. The guy he couldn't even show his chest, bare chest on TV. There were no cuss words, no bywords. I mean, it was good, wholesome, clean fun. Yeah, it started out that way, and then here come in the soap operas. Women used to stay at home a lot more than they do today. Today it takes both people working to make a living. But back when television first came in, women were at home. Most of them, the majority of them, and what they started doing was watching that glass toilet. Why do I call it the glass toilet? Use your imagination, folks. They started watching that thing, they started seeing these soap operas, and then it became worse and worse and worse and worse, and now what do you got? You got a wad of trash. You can't get anything, if it's truth, it's very limited. Devil ain't gonna let it through. If it is a lie, every commercial, every show, everything that has to do with a glass toilet is laden with lies today. So he's gonna take you, he's going to tell you a little bit about Hollywood. Shane, as a young man, you've seen what has come through the television and what has come through the movies. You out watching a few movies now and then. What do you see a lot of? What's the main things you see in movies today, or the television?
Sex and lies.
That's about it. Yeah, you'll watch a sitcom and that thing will start off with a lie, and the whole show is a lie to cover up the lie that they told at the beginning of the lie, or to get them out of some trouble. Now, there's 6 things that God hates. People don't think God hates. Well, he does. Shane's going to take you over to Proverbs chapter 6. He's going to read you the things that God hates and that are abomination. And we've just completed a song called Soul Survival. And that's what it's about. It's got these scriptures in it. It's also got 2 Timothy 2:15. Soul Survival. Better read your Holy Bible. Tell them what God hates, Shane.
Proverbs 6, chapter 6, verses 16 through 19. These 6 things that the Lord hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift and running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and him that soweth discord among the brethren.
And that covers, when I think about those things, that covers the media 100%. That also covers every Muslim I ever heard of. Think about it, hands shedding innocent blood. Those are body parts, folks. It ain't hating the sin and loving the sinner. Those are body parts. And if he hates your heart, your feet, your hands, and all, you had it. You had it. Okay, there's such a thing as an unruly tongue, and that's what they got on television, an unruly tongue. Shane's going to tell you about that, what God says about that in James. James would be James chapter 3, verses 5, 6, and 8.
Even so, the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquities. So is the tongue amongst our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison.
That's exactly what it is, and the media have the tongues out there. They elect every president we've had for the last several years. Now what do? They bring about racial tension, the Zimmerman thing. They flat out lied. They doctored the tapes to cause racial tension. Why? Because they're like a bunch of piranha. They feed on gossip. They cause racial tension. They fuel the fire between blacks and whites. Every commercial that comes out nowadays is a lie. It used to be the commercials had to be truth and advertising. What happened? Now it's truth and lying. If it ain't lying, it ain't working. Money, power, and greed. And what do you ask them? What do you ask? Well, you know what the standard answer for everybody that works for the devil today is? I'm just doing my job. Well, you got the wrong job. Get your job working for the Lord. Tell them what we're going to be doing next, Shane, this event.
Well, we want you to come out and see us and come out and support this thing called Warriors for Veterans. We're putting it on. It's a benefit to raise money for the Sumner County Veterans Home. We want to raise money and help out these American soldiers that gave their life to defend this country. So come out and support them. There's going to be a poker run, a live auction, a raffle. There's going to be some speakers. U.S. Representative Diane Black, State Representative Courtney Rogers, County Executive Anthony Holt, Pastor Rick Arrington, Brother Sheepdog, and we're going to have some bands. Of course, the Gibsons will be performing live. We'll have a good band, Surrender from Georgia. Also, Eden's Way is going to be there. And it's just going to be a great event. We want you to come out and support your troops.
Come and support the Gibsons, support the veterans, and for your soul's survival, better read the Holy Bible.